A recent tragic incident in Obiaruku, Kwani local government area of Delta State has sparked outrage and heightened insecurity concerns in the community. A vigilante member was allegedly killed by suspected herders, highlighting the escalating herder-farmer clashes in southern Nigeria. In a motion of matter of urgent importance by Honorable Ezechi from Delta State, he said these clashes were previously prevalent in the north-central region and have now spread to southern Nigeria, resulting in loss of lives, destruction of farmlands, and displacement of residents.
I stand before you this morning to present this heartbreaking motion of urgent public importance titled Urgent Need to Address the Killing of a Vigilante Member, Mr. Ogonegbu Chukwunomnazo, by alleged herders in Obiaruku, Okwane local government area of Delta State, and the escalating herder-farmer clashes in southern Nigeria. The House knows that the recent tragic killing of a vigilante member, Mr. Ogonegbu Chukwunomnazo, in Obiaruku, Okwane local government area of Delta State, allegedly by suspected herders, an incident that has sparked outrage and heightened insecurity concerns in the community. Also know that the herder-farmer clashes, which were previously more prevalent in the northern central region, have now escalated and spread into southern Nigeria, leading to loss of lives, destruction of farmlands, and displacement of residents. Further know that these clashes have continued to negatively impact food security, economic activities, social cohesion, with affected communities living in fear due to the persistent attacks. Concerned at the rising tension and violent clashes in Okwane local government area of Delta State, another part of Delta State pose a significant threat to peace, stability, and security of lives and properties in the region. Worried that despite the passage of the Delta State Livestock Breeding, Rearing, and Marketing Regulation Bill of 2021, enforcement remains weak, allowing unchecked movement and activities of herders, which has contributed to continued conflict. The House are aware of the constitutional duty of the government to protect the lives and properties of its citizens, as well as the urgent need to proactive measure to curb the rising violence and prevent further loss of lives.
The House is resolved to take urgent action, calling for a thorough investigation into the killing, apprehension of perpetrators, and ensuring justice is served.
The House resolves observe a 1-minute silence in honor of the deceased vigilante member and all other victims of herder-farmer classes across the country. Urge the federal government, the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police Delta State, to conduct a thorough investigation into the killing in Obiaruku, Okwane local government area of Delta State, apprehend the perpetrators, and ensure justice is served. Call on security agencies in collaboration with the Delta State government to strengthen enforcement of the Delta State Livestock Breeding, Rearing, and Marketing Regulation of 2021 to prevent further clashes and ensure compliance with regulation governing livestock movement and settlement. And finally, Mr. Speaker, mandate the House Committee on Police Affairs, National Security, and Agriculture to engage with relevant stakeholders, including security agencies, local authorities, and community leaders, to find a long-term solution to the persistence of herder-farmer conflict and report back to the House within 4 weeks. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Additionally, the House has mandated the strengthening of enforcement of Delta State Livestock, Breeding, Rearing and Marketing Regulation Bill of 2021 to prevent further clashes and ensure compliance with regulations governing livestock movement and settlement. Speaking with press, Honorable Ezechi gave an insight into the motion.
Namdezich is my name, and I represent Mdokwakwan Federal Constituency by the grace of God and from Delta State. Yeah, I think it's one of those very important motions that, as a matter of urgency, I have to bring it forward before the Mr. Speaker today. A few days ago, a constituent lost his life. A vigilante member by name Ogonigbo Chukwunomnazo was murdered in broad daylight by herders in Obia local government area, where the entire local government was living in fear. Of course, by herders, by herders. So it drew my attention, and I'm not happy with the development because this is not the first time the herdsmen have been perpetrating such act to the people of Kwani local government. And of course, molesting my constituent is uncalled for. And like I draw the attention of the House today that the herdsmen that doing their herders are doing their business. It's a personal business which ought not to result to even going to farmland to destroy uh, farmlands, the add in effort for people who are so living with that. And of course, I'm not happy. And of course, Mr. Speaker, I've directed the committee concern, of course, calling on security agencies and most importantly, the Commissioner of Police to sworn into action. And that is where we are. And a minute silent was also observed, having listened to my prayers of the motion. Of course, I want to believe that we are Nigerians and we're also working for the unity of this country. Every zones has their peculiar businesses. And it interests you to know that this Fulani elders, farmers classes is coming as a result of ill treatment given to the farmers, whereby farm produce are destroyed by the cattle rearers and all that, taking their cattle into farmland. And of course, the solution is like every other person. My own zone, people go to their various businesses. Your business should not cause a disadvantage for another person. And the way the elders are doing it, they are doing it as a right. You have bush, they have bushes everywhere. The farmers are not saying don't take your cattle to where they get food. But their food shouldn't be the farmland. So the problem is coming from the elders, and I condemn it in totality. This is not the first motion I've been moving regarding these farmers elders classes. So it's uncalled for and it's not necessary. It's not also proper for a country where certain individuals take laws into their hands, carrying arms while rearing cows, and it causes panic, like the one that's happening in Obiaruku. It's uncalled for, where lives were just taken by the 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 headers. So I am calling on the security agency, the Commissioner of Police, Delta State, to take it as a point of duty because the sense of government is to protect lives and properties. Where lives are being taken by certain individuals and nothing is done. And my people have been crying that even the police has not done as expected. They have not done as expected. These elders do carry arms and ammunitions while riding cows. And I don't think it's allowed. There's no constitutional provisions for elders to go along with weapons. And that is why when farmers see them, they run for their life, because when you challenge, the next thing is they launch attack on you. So there's no meaningful and there's no reasonable farmers who can just on their own, if crops or farm produce are not disturbed, are not destroyed, they will just go and say, why are you inside this bush? No, the bush are everywhere. Our people are not saying don't get food for your cows, but what we are saying, the farmlands are not food deposit for cow. We have grasses, so it's very, very unlawful for a country like this, where some certain individuals or a group take laws into their hands.
Comfort on Ainka, DCTV News.